What's up, everybody? It's Slim Shady here. I know it's been a while. It was hard for me to keep up a consistent schedule. I started to not enjoy um, the goals I set and the games I was playing, among a lot of other things. But I'm gonna try to just reorient myself. My biggest goal is just to capture my enjoyment of these games and my learning of these games. Not necessarily in such a rigid and repetitive manner. So I'd like to show you Age of Empires 2 here. I've been playing this for about 2.5 months now. I already have 200 hours in it. I've been watching a ton of Hera and Viper and just trying to improve. My skills in this game are already, I feel like, average. Average is probably a good word to say. I've got a few build orders I like to follow. I can play comfortably both archer civs and cavalry civs. Um, but I'd like to just kind of capture what I enjoy about this game and like general tips for getting into the ranked scene for the first time. Um, First thing I wanted to talk about, which were super helpful for me the first time I played, was the advanced techniques I learned to play. This will teach you how to get to feudal age really quickly, and then it'll teach you build orders for fast castle, and then it'll teach you how to boom, which is making multiple town centers, multiple villagers, and getting up to the imperial age as fast as you can. Both of these other two trainings are also very good to do to just kind of learn more of the basics of the game. But what I wanted to do today is just do a skirmish with a low difficulty AI. We'll just do standard. On Arabia, I'll show off. Let's do a civ I don't play very much. Let's do Teutons. Now, there's kind of um, three main categories of civs. There's infantry civilizations, even though Teutons are more of a cavalry civ than an infantry civilization. And there's archer civilizations, and there is infantry civilizations. There's also like different subsections for monk and water play, different things like that you can also do. Um, just kind of you can go through the technology tree, kind of find something. I recommend starting with a easy cavalry civilization, because your plan's a little easier. You can stay on cavalry for longer than you can just stay on archers. Um, so when I first started the game, I started learning the Franks. They're super easy. Castles are cheaper. Their cavalry always has plus 20% hit points, which saves you from researching a technology that costs a lot of food and gold. Your mill technologies are free, so you never forget to click horse collar and all those fun things. And then the key things to look for when you're looking at a tech tree is just kind of like have a plan, right? So you got each age here. So this is everything you can do in the Dark Age. Make militia. That's cool. Um, oh, they do have no armor. Interesting. So you can make militia in the Dark Age. You can make fishing ships in the Dark Age. All this stuff up here you can make in the Dark Age. And then feudal. So now I know this is a cavalry civ, right? So you look at the stables. You don't have bloodlines because you Franks get that basically automatically. It's not as strong for scout cavalry. The scout cavalry has like what is that? 53 health instead of 65. So in feudal age, the Franks aren't as good as another civ that might get bloodlines if they want to do like a feudal all in. But the big thing about Franks is you got the knights, And then in Imperial Age, they upgrade to Cavalier and Paladin. So this is like the bread and butter of Franks. You get the best Paladins in the game because other civilizations have Bloodlines, which brings the Paladins up to 180, but Frank Paladins have 192, which is a pretty solid advantage. So, I'm just going to start a game. I'll kind of walk you through what's going on here. And I'll actually play Franks, just it's what I know, and it's really nice. So, the biggest goal in the very start of the game is to get houses down and start making villagers. So like even while the game is paused, the first time you play, you can kind of practice that. So first thing, we have 200 food. We can only make one villager before we hit our population cap. So now we're gonna make 3 villagers. And villagers are being made. Now villagers take 25 seconds to make, and one of the biggest things, the first 35-40 minutes of the game is you want to make as many villagers as possible. There's a couple different rules of thumb. You can make villagers until you have 140. You can make villagers until you hit your population limit. Different kinds of things like that, but you want to be making sure that your economy is very, very, very large because villagers are super efficient, and you can turn all of those extra resources into units with a ton of production buildings like barracks and stables, all that kind of stuff. So villagers are the bread and butter. So we're producing villagers. We know the moment this villager gets produced, we're going to run out of population space. So, these first 2 villagers going to build a house. And just because it doesn't really make sense to just put 1 villager on sheep, and we'd like to be able to go through our Dark Age pretty easily, this second villager also going to build a house. So now this starts going, and they get to building. I'm just going to kind of explain step by step what's going on here. So, because I had 2 villagers build a house, this house is built before this villager is created. So this villager will be created, getting us up to 5, but we have 5 more room now because we built another house. So TCs have 5 pop, houses have 5 pop. Notice that if I just used 1 villager, I would have had some downtime making villagers, which is one of the first things you want to limit. So I'm just going to let this house build. So now we've got 4 villagers, right? We've got 3 villagers to make, and once those villagers get made, we won't be able to make any more villagers because they cost 50 food. So I'm going to take this sheep, put it in the middle of my town center, take this sheep, put it in my town center, sheep, put it in my town center, sheep, put it off to the side so I can arrange it easier. So now the sheep's good to go.
Café, Maro.
Prêt. Maro. Café. Maro.
And I'm going to start killing it and harvesting it for 100 food.
Cueillir. Maro.
I'm going to put that guy on the sheep as well. Now, one cool thing you can do is you can tell your building where you want things to go as soon as it happens. So I can click this sheep, I can click any of the live sheep, and what it will do is it will task the villager as soon as it's created to that sheep. So this next villager is going to go right to that sheep. So now I can just kill these 4 sheep, and then I won't have any other resources. So I would like to start looking around. So I can take the scout, start looking around. There's berries for food later. That's good. Gonna have to build a mill later. Now you can let your farmers, your sheep, just do whatever they want. They'll kill multiple sheep at a time, and that'll like be a little more inefficient. So what you
Hey.
can do,
Mahu.
select them all, click the next one. And another thing you can do
Keye. Oe. Cafe.
is they're gonna start on this one, but if you hold shift and right click, they're going to go to the next one as well.
Hey.
So now, when they're done with it, as soon as this one is fully empty, they'll move on to this one. And I can even
Mahu.
tag this middle one as well. And here's the trees that I was looking for. So I have more than 50 food. So we'll make a villager, put him on these trees. Start looking around. There's my gold. That's great. There's 2 more turkeys. Turkeys, sheep, and llamas are the same. So they might be just different skins every time. So I want to start making wood,
Oui.
but I don't want to walk all the way from here to here.
Prêt.
So we're going to build a lumber camp.
Pastisseur.
I have 127 food. We're going to make 2 more villagers. Everything's just going to kind of go on its own right now.
Oui. Café. Maro.
I just queued up the next turkey. Now, if you look, there's no queue at all. So that means I need to Lakeman Town Center again, queue another villager, and go. There's more trees. Okay.
Cafe.
Kay. Pastisseur.
Keye.
Let's make sure we actually
Oe.
build this while we scout. And I have a lot of food again. So I don't need to keep chopping down trees. I mean, there's a certain number you want. And for different build orders, it's different, but let's just say 4 for now. My sheep are gonna run out, and I need more food. So now I think it makes sense to go for the berries here. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna keep scouting. So notice that my population limit is starting to get up to 13 out of 15. It's we're
Keye.
getting close. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna
Pastisseur.
build another house. Be proactive about it so I can keep building villagers. Now again,
Okay.
same thing as the wood. I don't want this walk time. This walk time's a lot. So for we're gonna build a mill once we have 100 food. Because that you build it near forage bushes or food, and you can drop it off there. So as soon as I see 100 wood, that's what I'm gonna do. You see how there's this idle villager icon up here? I had him build a house, but I didn't send him to do anything else. So
Café.
Right now, he's just standing still.
Prêt.
So let's have him chop trees. And now,
Que fait?
these 7 guys are just chilling. They're waiting. Luckily, I just found 2 more sheep. So I'm gonna control click, select them, move them in. Now I have 100 wood,
Ohé.
so we're gonna throw this mill up. You can just put mills right next to
Macizo.
berries, that's fine. And we'll keep scouting. So there are 2 boars we can go hunt. We will go hunt those soon.
Que fait? Livré.
Now,
Verax.
don't worry about like
Cerf.
being too inefficient or
Prêt.
leaving your town center
Maho.
not producing too often, because it will just happen. But you'll see, I have food. So, I have food. Let's make villagers.
Ohé. Maro. Maro.
So they dropped off their food, now they need to go again. So I'm gonna put more food, more people in berries for now. Because I am worried about those sheep running out.
Cueillet. Maro.
Sheep, turkeys, same thing. Gonna keep looking for more information. So what's our plan? Our plan, I said, was to get to Feudal Age, make scouts, and then get to Castle Age, make knights. That's a pretty easy plan. What do I need for Feudal Age? I need 500 food, and I need 2 Dark Age buildings. So, here's a mill. Here's a lumber camp. Those are my 2 Dark Age buildings. We are good. So I just need to try and get 500 food. So I'm going to put a couple more guys on berries over here. And we'll see what I want to do after that. Alright, let's start looking for our opponent. He's not going to be this close to us. Alright, so I have a bunch of idle villagers. They're all my sheep. What I'm going to do...
Ohé.
So I want to kill that boar. Because that boar has a lot of food.
Que fait?
But I don't want to kill it so far away from my town center and have these guys constantly walk back and forth, because
Okay.
I'll lose a lot of food in that time process. It'll just take long, right? So,
Certes.
boars,
Chasseur.
unlike these other things, I'll just make more villagers because I can. They're
Oil.
aggressive.
Liber.
So he's running towards me now.
Oil. Verax.
So what
Ohé.
I'm gonna do
Liber.
is these guys are gonna come.
Chasseur. Verax.
I'm
Oil.
gonna try and put this guy right under our town center.
Liber. Verax. Certes. Chasseur.
And he
Okay,
collisioned a little bit,
Chasseur.
so... Okay. So I'm at 20 of 20, so my queue stopped. So what I'm gonna do,
Prêt.
so I'm gonna drop off this food, and queue up a
Pastisseur.
house. So I held shift that time.
Ohé. Pastisseur.
I'm gonna queue up the
Bûcheron.
house. I'm gonna go right back to chopping as soon as I'm done with making that house. Keep scouting. So I have 15 villagers on food, so you can notice that my food is going up, even as I'm making villagers. The cost of food continues to go up, so keep going. Keep scouting. You can click on the map, or you can click on the game. Both work. So let's look here. We got
Que fait?
a lot of people on berries right now. Spore looks like it's going to die soon. Everything else looks okay.
Okay. Prêt.
I should be able to click Feudal Age. I'm gonna get one more on
Prêt.
berries.
Maro. Maro.
As soon as this spore is done, I'll be able to click Feudal Age. So I've got over 500 food. I'm gonna click that. Sounds great. I've We've got 7 idle
Que
villagers.
fait?
They're all the people on the boar. There is another boar over here. Let's go grab it.
Ohé.
Ohé. Chassez-hors.
Prêt. Oil.
Qu'est fait? Chassez-hors.
Que
I'm just
fait?
gonna let them wait.
Kay. Oil. Chassez-hors. Libet. Chassez-hors.
Oh, come on.
Oil.
Come with me.
Firax. Libet. Certes. Oil. Firax. Qu'est fait? Libet.
Just go
Chassez-hors.
help them out.
Certes. Oil. Certes. Chassez-hors.
And that one actually went right under our town center, which is perfect.
Cueillir. Maro.
So as you could probably see, that berry bush is about to run out. So, we'd like to start making farms. Farms cost 60 wood,
Bastisso.
so I'm gonna queue them up on every side here,
Bastisso. Bastisso.
and one in the corner.
Bastisso.
Oop. One in the
Bastisso.
corner. So that as the berries run out, we're on food. Now since we did that,
Ohé.
kind of aware that my food is gonna start costing a wood. So we're probably gonna want more wood choppers. So after feudal age, let's get more wood choppers. We got another 6 villagers doing nothing. Let's
Prêt.
get
Bastisso.
more wood choppers. So now we're in feudal
Qu'est
age.
fait?
Let's build a stable. But we can't. And we can't build a stable because it requires a barracks. It's not very clear about that in the tooltip, which is interesting. But let's start building a barracks anyway.
Pastissor.
And right when we
Bûcheron.
finish building that barracks, I'd like to go right back to chopping trees. So when they build a camp that uses resources, they will go right to work, which is really nice when you're panicking and trying to do all kinds of things. So I wasn't prepared for
Kay.
all these guys to also go idle.
Firax. Libet.
Let's start getting, I don't know,
Ohé. Firax.
let's build a stable, I guess.
Pastissor. Prêt.
That sounds nice.
Cueillir.
Kay. Bûcheron.
Ohé.
Let's just
Bûcheron.
chop down these trees, because they'll be really close to the town center and they can just make farms. So if I want to get up to Castle Age for knights, I need 2 feudal age buildings, and I need 800 food and 200 gold. So let's actually
Que fait?
grab these guys,
Bûcheron.
deposit resources first,
Bastisso.
and go get on gold, because we need that to hit Castle Age.
Prêt. Bûcheron.
But
Bastisso.
we do need to force them off that tree first. Let's make more villagers. Up. Out of houses again. Now, I already said
Ohé.
I wanted to make scouts, so I'm gonna start running into a housing problem constantly. So
Pastissor. Pastissor. Pastissor.
let's just throw our
Pastissor.
houses in a cute little line.
Prêt. Pastissor.
And let's queue up a couple scouts. So I haven't found the enemy yet. I would like to. It's a big pile of gold. Maybe he's over there. There's gold, there's deer. Okay. So as you can see, I have a lot of people on food, or on wood, and I have no one on food. So
Cueillir.
I'm gonna deposit.
Bûcheron. Bastisso. Bastisso.
Build the farms.
Que fait?
Deposit.
Bûcheron. Bastisso.
Build the farms.
Ohé. Bûcheron. Bastisso.
make more villagers. Going to, just like we did with the villager, we can shift click. So now we're gonna start covering more area. And finally seeing if we can figure out where the heck they is. They are. So 3 scouts, I should figure this out real quick. See the map just really opening up for me.
Prêt, bûcheron. Bâtisseur.
You don't need to pause all the time unless you feel like you have to. No worries if it takes a little bit of time to learn this all.
Bâtisseur.
I'd like to make more villagers. Okay, where's my idle
Que
villager?
fait?
You? 32 of 45.
Bastisseur.
Let's make a couple more.
Bastisseur.
That sounds like fun. Great, we found him. Okay, so he's got a barracks. Now, what did I say I needed for castle? I needed 800 food, 2 feudal age buildings. I only have 1 feudal age building right now, so I need to make another one. So I think once we're gonna make it. So once she's done with that house, she builds a feudal age building instead. So barracks was Dark Age, because I can make militia in Dark Age. These buildings are all Dark Age buildings. Farm is a, I don't even think it counts as a building. But blacksmith and market are feudal age buildings. You can build the market if you want to go to castle really quick with extra resources. But I want my military to be really strong, so
Bastisseur.
I'm going to queue up this blacksmith. So I'm just going to finish that house. I'm just going to go right to making the blacksmith. Now I found, over here, my scout found a few people chopping trees. So I've got a scout over here, scout over here, scout over here. I would like to join them all together. So there's about 6 of them, 4 of us. Should be good. I need food. I'm good on gold. I need food. So what I'm going to do is, for now,
Minéo.
take these guys off gold.
Bâtisseur. Bâtisseur.
Make 2 more farms. Nice and easy, just juggling your resources. Yep. That guy didn't go where I wanted it to. I didn't see him. So we're gonna take these scouts. And do some damage. So now his economy is going to be less efficient than mine, because I'm getting villager kills, and he's not. Let's chase this guy down too. Okay,
Que
so we
fait?
have an idle villager somewhere.
Bastisseur.
Person. Done. But now, we've got 800 food, 200 gold, click castle. Going to upgrade my attack. Oh, he's got a spearman now. Spearmen are very, very strong against cavalry. So I'm going to run away for now.
Prêt. Boé. Oil.
I don't need any more buildings, so
Bastisseur.
let's make more farms. I also have
Bûcheron.
a lot of people chopping wood.
Bâtisseur. Bâtisseur.
I have 1,000 wood.
Bâtisseur.
Let's make more farms.
Quai. Bûcheron. Bastisseur. Prêt. Bastisseur.
Okay, so while I'm waiting for castle, I don't want to make more scouts because I'd like to make knights. Knights cost 60 food, 75 gold. when I start making knights, I'm gonna run out of gold really quick.
Oe,
So let's take these
Bûcheron.
lumberjacks,
Minéor,
put them on gold. Actually, it'll
Bûcheron,
probably be more efficient if these guys stay cutting. I take
Ohé.
these lumberjacks, put them on gold. That'll be shorter travel time. I'd like to get my cavalry armor from the blacksmith. And I have so much wood
Cueillère, certes.
that it makes sense to make another stable.
Bûcheron.
So I got a ton of people chopping
fait,
trees.
Bûcheron,
Let's get just a
Pastisseur.
little more
Pastisseur, Prêt, Pastisseur,
farms going. Gonna need them for sure. So I've got all the armor upgrades I want. Got 6 on gold. That's very nice. So click my stable. Click a couple knights. Click my stable. Click a couple knights. Make it faster too. I'd like to get the best armor I can, because that'll help a lot against archers and spearmen. And I haven't made a villager in a long time. This wood line could use some love. So we're gonna make him put him on wood for now. Let's go ahead him again. Let's see if he has more people over by his wood, because he had a bunch there last time. Let's, So I have a hotkey that lets me select both stables, put them in the same place. Makes this a lot easier. And as you start adding hotkeys to the game, you'll start upping your APM. Oh, hi! Look at all these villagers. Okay, he's got spearmen, but they're not castle age. So we'll just beat him up. Not even close. Just walk up behind this guy. Nope. That didn't work out like I wanted it to. Is he on stone at all? Nope. Is he on this gold at all? Nope. And kill the spear. Got 242 gold. Let's make more. Let's get rid of that barracks. Why not? Grab these two, slide them up the map. What else? Can I make my knights do more damage? Iron casting? Yeah, sounds good. I still have a lot of extra wood. Let's get more gold.
Minéor,
Let's make more villagers. I have a ton of food. I can just make a ton of villagers. Let's do it. Need 2 more knights. Let's go. I just need to stay away from that town center. Let's attack the mill too. If you want to constantly produce knights, I'm gonna need a little more gold than this.
Préfet,
So let's grab
Bûcheron,
these two. I don't want to stack all my villagers on 1 gold,
Pastisseur,
so let's start going over this one. Let's send our villagers over there too. I don't need to do that though. I can wait. In fact, I should probably put them on stand ground instead so they don't do that. Oh, villagers shouldn't be doing that. hello. There's part-time villagers. 3 more knights. And he conceded. So that is the core of Age of Empires 2. I'd like to make more tutorials just like on build orders and things like that. But for now, just it's a good introduction. It's a great game, one of the best RTSs, and it still has a ton of people playing to this day. The ranked scene is still great, and you'd all have a great time. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and take care.